So I've been picking up some new guns to test for our website, but also some new guns that are more for me. Over the last 2 years since moving to Utah, I've picked up a bunch of 1911s and then got rid of a lot of them. I had a Springfield Ronin that was customized that was cool, but then I got the EDC X9 and that kind of replaced that. And then I got a 1970s Colt Series 70 that was worked on by Armand Swenson, and that's a 45 government model gun. I no longer have the EDC X9. I'll link the review down below if I remember to do so in the description. But I wanted to get another commander size 9mm 1911, but with a steel frame. That leaves you two options, generally speaking. You have Tisas and you have Colt. As someone who's handled a lot of new Colt 1911s, they aren't worth the money. The machining's not great, a lot of MIM parts. So I went Tisas. So what I have here today is a Tisas Tank Commander in 9mm. However, it's not totally stock. We have more parts on the way, but so far my buddy Logan has fitted a longer trigger to the gun because the GI trigger reach kind of sucks. I've painted the front sight orange to give me some more visibility, and then we've swapped out the grips for G10 grips here. These are, I'm sure Hilton would love this, but they're 10-8 performance grips on a Turkish 1911. We also did a little bit of work. You can see it's still in the white here because we haven't reblued them yet, but we've just knocked some of the harsh edges off the grip safety and off the manual safety, and then a little bit off of the mainspring housing here. I don't mind an arch mainspring housing. I've got big hands. You can see that the gun's eclipsed in my palms, so I don't mind that. But we are going to be swapping the grip safety to a larger one because it's hard to see, but I've got a scar here that was from shooting my Swenson gun. The frame mixed with the GI grip safety tends to nosedive into my hand when I'm shooting. Now this is a steel 9mm gun, so I doubt it's going to do that, but we're going to swap that out. We have a different manual safety coming in because this one has just kind of poor engagement, so it's a little bit sloppy. But this gun costs $400 and I'm putting like $200 worth of parts into it. This thing's going to be a really sweet shooter when it's done. I am shooting 124 grain Blazer here, and then these are Wilson ETM 10-round mags. We're just doing some first shots. I've yet to shoot this gun. So we're gonna rack the slide. It has been lubricated with Slip 2000. I don't anticipate many issues because the gun's kind of got that rattly fit. But yeah, so we're just gonna do a couple of shots here at 5 yards and then we'll play around some reliability testing. I do have a magazine loaded up with HST so we can see if it feeds those. So come up here. So we're shooting, let's see here. A little low here. Now it might seem like I'm pulling the shots here, but the all of these trigger presses have been pretty good. So come up here, I'm going to be very, very precise. Yep, no, it's just pulling left. Oop. Yeah, it's funny, if you try to pull the trigger too slowly, I find that tends to impact your accuracy more than not. So I'm just going to do a couple quick hits here. So yeah, my point of aim with the front sight was dead centered on the X, and we're pulling a little bit low left. These GI sights are not typical GI sights, they're a little bit higher. I'll have to drift over the rear sight, but I just wanted to do some reliability testing today. So yeah, no malfunctions. You can see here, it's hard to see it because of the sunlight, but there's a little bit of that indentation of the grip safety into my hand. But since this is a 9mm gun that sprung maybe a little on the heavy side, it's actually not that bad. So we're gonna switch magazines here, come up. Whoop. Haven't had to do much 1911 shooting for a while, so I have to relearn that. Let's come up here and just, whoop. Trigger pull is so, it's a little heavy. It's not bad, but it's just a little heavy. So yeah, but I mean, it's a 9mm 1911 with a steel frame, so shooting is pretty easy. We're going to try out some HSTs. These are HSTs that I carried. So some of them have been chambered, but not excessively, no more than like 2 times, I guess 3 within this gun. But a lot of these are just ones that I sweated on as part of my, carrying. I carry a Glock 48 hiking to the gym and a lot of other places, so it just happens. So let's come up here. Yeah, so totally reliable. I'm going to close the slide, put the gun on safe, reholster the gun. I didn't do any shooting from the holster, but I've got my JM Custom Kydex Wing Claw AIWB for my GI gun, for my Swenson gun, so this works fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to drift the sights over a little bit. It could be a user error thing, but with how consistent it is, it's just 5 yards, but quickly shooting. I'm fairly certain it's that the rear sight needs to come over a hair. Nothing bad, but a hair. So yeah, But overall, this will be a fun little project gun, especially when it's, you know, tricked out full of other parts. But yeah, so thanks for watching.